answer lies in the heart of battle.
King of Iron Fist Tournament.
Mugen TV versus Corner.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
Hey everyone, this is MugenLord here, and today we will talk about Mortal Kombat 11 because there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this game leading up to the game's launch. If you guys don't know, Mortal Kombat 11 had officially released about a day or so ago, and everybody officially got their hands on it. So for those of you who are out of the loop and a lot of you who don't really follow the controversy around video games, because a lot of you guys just want to play video games, so you don't really care about the, the politics and everything behind what goes on in the gaming community or in the gaming industry in general. Well, the first controversy, of course, was what the lead designer has said about the female characters, where he wanted to modestly dress the female characters. So most of the female characters in Mortal Kombat 11 won't be showing a lot of skin or not showing any skin at all. So most of them be covered up. So a lot of fans really took issue with that as well. And then, of course, Jack's Riggs ending was pretty much leaked out, and it had a lot of identity, pushing a lot of identity politics, or I guess you could say push some wokeness in Jack's ending, which really upset a lot of the fans because it contradicts his character and it doesn't really fit his character at all. So it kind of like rubbed people off the wrong way with that. And then of course the game had also broke store date, release date, so people had gotten their hands on Mortal Kombat 11, which people started uploading the full complete story mode, which NetherRealm Studios and Warner Brothers had to team up with YouTube to try to get all this stuff, I guess you say, pulled down, that do a lot of damage control and leading up to the launch. So now the game is officially out. I noticed on my Facebook, there's been quite a few people on my Facebook who actually play Mortal Kombat competitively or want to get into the game competitively, or people who just play Mortal Kombat in general. There's quite a few people, especially on my Facebook, who's really disappointed, and you got the other side of the community that's saying that the game is pretty you know what I'm saying? They're not really too impressed because of the liberties they took as far as the gameplay is concerned and the approach they decided to go with Mortal Kombat 11. But in this video, I just want to really talk about what they've done with the Crypt and the Tower of Times. Now the thing is, the Crypt is really not really a new feature. I think the Crypt was pretty much introduced, I believe, during Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. That's pretty much a feature or a mode where you can unlock a lot of different collectibles in everything, like artwork, some endings, different I guess you could say victory poses, and everything since Deadly Alliance. And the Crypt had pretty much been almost a staple in all the updated Mortal Kombat games. Well, the Crypt has returned to Mortal Kombat 11, and they decided to add, I guess you say, a currency system to it. And now the currency system has always been a thing in the Crypt, but it's the way NetherRealm Studios had decided to go with doing this, because fans are right now really upset about what NetherRealm Studios had done with the Crypt is concerned as far as currency, because they made it very, very grindy. And the sad part about it is that most of the important things that players want, as far as brutalities, like additional fatalities, and I guess you could say intros and outros, and skins, and different moveset loadouts, are all locked away behind this Crypt. And the way they fixed it, they artificially, I guess you could say, padded it out and made it much more difficult for you to be able to earn these different collectibles or resources for your character. And the thing about it is, it seems like this is now becoming a trend in video games. I wouldn't say now, this has been going on for quite a long time, especially EA is like the master of it as far as loot boxes and these whole microtransactions. Now what fans are expecting is that NetherRealm Studios wanted to put the game out, let the reviewers review it, give it a good rating and everything, and then later on, because people discovered that there's a shop in the game, and people are speculating that this shop is going to allow you to be able to purchase the currency necessary for you to open up these crypts a lot faster, and that can save you a whole lot of time. And people really feel as though that this is a scummy move on NetherRealm Studios' part, is to pretty much bypass the critics and everything, and then implement the system that they need, because fans are really upset, especially with the Towers of Time. Towers of Time, if you haven't played Mortal Kombat or or you need an example what the Tower of Time is like, think of it like the spirit board on I guess you say Super Smash Bros. Ultimate or the World of Light, is where you play through the many different challenges in the Tower of Time, and within these challenges, when you fight these players, when you fight the enemies, they throw out these different challenges like unblockable missiles or little like stupid stuff that they add to pretty much make the fight I guess you could say much more interesting, but it ends up not being interesting. It ends up being much more of a frustration and almost damn near impossible to be pretty much incomplete, is because what NetherRealm Studios had also done is too, they also artificially made the game much more difficult in the Tower of Time, to the point where you can get these skip tokens where you can actually skip those challenges so you don't have to go through it and you can move on to the next challenge. Now, they implemented this for a reason, and like I said, since you have different currency, and each different currency open up different type of crypts, so you already have a different system in place. They already have a currency system in place on pretty much making this grind of a session not worth it, and it forces you to want to go spend real money. So I definitely want to see how NetherRealm Studios is going to approach this, and this is another reason why I'm glad that I wanted to sit back and wait before I go out and purchase this game. And as I said before, you've seen in my previous videos of how super excited I was for Mortal Kombat 11. I wanted to play as Johnny Cage, Noob Saibot, and Casey Cage, and you've seen in my reaction videos of how hype I was. But something told me just to sit back and wait, because it's been a trend with fighting games lately. You know, you buy them at launch and then they end up reducing the price way after, or they end up releasing a complete edition that has all the characters, including the season pass fighters, and you feel as though that, damn, I spent money, not only $60 on this, I also spent the extra $30 or whatever the price is for a season pass just for them to release a complete version for less than what you bought the game at, including the fighter pass altogether. So right now, NetherRealm Studios is taking feedback, and they said they're going to figure out how they're going to fix this imbalance as far as collecting, collecting the currency and the amount of loot that you get. Because right now, just because you have a favorite character and you're looking for a particular loot, just because you selected that character doesn't mean you're going to necessarily get the loot for that character. Everything is randomly generated, so you can spend a whole lot of time grinding out, getting different resources, only to not get the resources that you need for the character that you enjoy playing with the most. So we just want to wait and see how NetherRealm Studios is going to approach this whole Crypt and Tower of Time situation. We only can wait. We only take their word right now. So they said they're going to handle it, but how long it's going to take for them to deal with it? Are they going to let it sit for another week or two, and until everybody get their hands on the game, play it, give it a good review, and then bam, hit everybody with the shop and hit everybody with microtransactions for you to be able to purchase this stuff? But I definitely want to hear your thoughts on this. If you have Mortal Kombat 11, let me know in the comment section below. How are you feeling the game? How are you feeling the story mode? And to be honest, I spoiled myself. I actually sat there and watched the entire story for Mortal Kombat 11. I must say, it was like over 3 hours long, and I enjoyed looking at the story. I watched like a movie, and that's what I end up doing anyway. I end up watching like a movie, because the core gameplay is the gameplay itself, playing online and playing against other players or playing locally and stuff. But I want to hear your thoughts. What do you feel about the gameplay, and who's your favorite character in the game, and how do you feel about this whole Crypt and Towers of Time gameplay system or gameplay modes in Mortal Kombat 11? So if you like the video, share it, pass it around, and I must remind you, please hit the bell to be notified, because YouTube is no longer playing around. You have to hit the bell in order to be notified when I upload videos, because YouTube is no longer sending out YouTubers videos. Whether if you press the notification or not, you have to press the notifications to be notified. So that wraps everything up. This is MugenLord signing off. See you Game Fiends later. Peace out. It looks like you reached the end of the video. Well, while you're at it, check out some of my other discussion videos by clicking on the annotations below. And don't forget to follow me on other social media platforms to stay up to date with future content. Signing off.